The Banshee GTS has been released in GTA Online with the Agents of Sabotage DLC. And this car is amazing. You must buy it now, okay? Or do it right now. It'll set you back $1,989,500 initially. There's plenty more millions to spend, okay? Just bear with me here. But trust me, it's all worth it. As you can see, that money will be going towards the missile lock-on jammer that's available and HSW upgrades also. It is a rear-wheel drive vehicle. It is based off of the Dodge Viper GTS. As you see right here with the iconic hood opening up from the windshield. Pretty cool, right? It's just a fun car. It looks good. It sounds good. And it is just extremely, extremely fast. Well, I'm going to cover the customization, the performance, everything, all right? Let's go ahead and talk about the customization right now. And yeah, I always say if a vehicle's going to cost, $1 million or more in GTA Online, it needs to have some good customization. And with the Banshee GTS, it doesn't disappoint. It has a lot of good customizable options. And I appreciate that. You got to have that when you have so many people playing the game. It's really important. As you see right here, checking out some of the exhaust, you have the rear, round rear, titanium tipped, quad rear, quad titanium tipped, side exit, and the race side exit. And for me, you got to go side exit with the Viper. I mean, it's just, it's classic, right? You got several different grille options. You got 13 different hood options as well, including the stripped hood, which is the, classic Dodge Viper look. It is having that huge, massive, smooth, front hood. It looks really cool. It's just a very, imposing vehicle. With the liveries, you have several different livery options. They all look clean. Me personally, it's either the white stripes, the single black, or none. For me, I prefer the minimal look, especially with the Viper. But the white stripes with red or blue, I mean, that's perfect. I love it. Right, you got some mirror options right there. You can check out the different respray options as well. Different types of the secondary, and then the crew emblem also. Then you have your roll cage. You can select and change up the color with that as well with the secondary. You got roof scoops, 3 different options and 4 including stock. With your spoilers, 17 different spoiler options including stock. Again, the wing doesn't look terrible with the Viper. I just don't like the big wings. Again, I prefer minimal, so I like the ducktail. Those are just cleaner for me, and you still get the benefit of the spoiler with the added grip and traction. Now, just a reminder, the Banshee GTS is a HSW upgradable vehicle, so you probably don't want to do all your modifications in the LS car meet. I'm just showing you the difference in the two right here. So just keep that in mind. If for you, though, just go ahead and go straight to the LS car meet and modify the vehicle there if you want to add on the HSW upgrades. If not, you don't have to, but you have the option. Of course, you got the window tint, you got the wheel options you can hook up. Real quick, making it over to LS Car Meet, we'll go ahead and take a look at some of the HSW upgrades. The overall HSW performance upgrade, $1,805,000. Okay, so we're $3.7 million without upgrades at all. So very expensive vehicle. Again, worth it. Okay. And with the HSW upgrades over here at Heyooo, I'm not a big fan of the cosmetic forged carbon upgrades. It's really just about the performance upgrades for me. The suspension as well, the competition or the HSW suspension, the transmission, the turbo, the engine, all that. You want to make sure you max out all your HSW performance upgrades for the Banshee GTS. And then head on over to your agency where you can tack on some Amani tech. That's the missile lock-on jammer at $380,000. So we're basically around $4.2 million before we do any performance upgrades. So this is a $4.6 million car, plus or minus 30, 40, 50,000, just depending on what you do with it. And man, the HSW on this vehicle really wakes it up. It is extremely fast. It is a light car though. So if you hit something, you're gonna bounce around a little bit. You can double clutch. It is rear wheel drive, so that is pretty fun to do as well. But she is just so fast. I mean, it's unreal driving around the city. The map just isn't big enough for the HSW performance upgrades for some of these vehicles. It really isn't. But speaking of performance, let's go ahead and look at some of the numbers because it's pretty impressive. So around a track, the Banshee GTS you have to get used to it, even though it is a rear-wheel drive vehicle, because of the grip, the traction, the downforce that it may have. It feels like it has a lot of understeer like an all-wheel drive car. It does, but it is so fast. It's so fast with the acceleration and the top speed on the straights. It's crazy. Now, you can lose in the corners because the car just, it feels a little sluggish around the, but it's just got so much grip, so much traction. If you can angle your turns, if you can feather the throttle correctly, it's going to be hard to beat this car around a track. Now, let's look at some of the top speed in the straight line numbers. The Banshee GTS stock gets a respectable 112.20 miles per hour. When you upgrade it with standard upgrades, that jumps up to 122.21 miles per hour. That's cooking. That's real fast, all right? Now, in the sports class category, which the Banshee GTS is listed, the Italian GTO Stinger TT with HSW performance upgrades is the fastest in the sports class and arguably the fastest vehicle in GTA Online at a top speed of 152.24 miles per hour. However, bringing it back to the States, baby, with the Bravado, the Dodge, Stellantis coming in there. The Banshee GTS HSW top speed straight line is now the top dog. It is the fastest vehicle straight line speed at 162.40 miles per hour. This thing absolutely cooks. It really does. Take you some time to practice with it, get down with, racing it around the actual track. But it can absolutely dominate. So it's a must-have vehicle. You got to have it. Top speed, great around the track. It's got good customization. It's just it's a quintessential GTA vehicle. It's the Banshee. All right. Let me know what you think about the vehicle in the comments down below. Did you purchase the Banshee GTS yet? Let me know. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel for the ills to reals content in the game. Smash that like button. See you guys in the next video. All right. Peace out. Dale.